Hi yogis, today I'm bringing you a new class from a beautiful coastal town called Santa Eulalia in Ibiza in Spain. So this class is going to be a class for emotional detox. We are going to use some lovely affirmations sprinkled throughout the class. Affirmations are basically phrases or sentences that help us to reprogram our subconscious mind. We combine this with a yoga flow to really get a little bit out of the head once we have our affirmation and into our body, and to release any kind of trauma from our physical body, from our cells as well. You might want to use blocks during this class, so you can grab some just in case. I'm gonna guide you to when and how you can use them. When you're ready, hop on your mat. This is going to be a really fun, playful flow, so I hope you will enjoy this. So let's begin the class by just finding a comfortable seat. You can lift up your hips on a blanket. Lengthen your spine a little bit, lift up the chest, and just take a couple of deep breaths to arrive here in this time and space. And then bring your hands to your heart. And the first thing we are going to do is something like an affirmation. So think about something that is causing you a difficult emotion and then repeat after me. Even though I feel difficult emotions towards blank, ... you fill this in, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I feel difficult emotions towards, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And then you can release your hands. And when you feel ready to lift your arms up towards the sky, take a deep breath in and then twist to your left on your out breath. Inhaling, reach your arms up, lengthen up the spine, and then exhale and twist to the other side, to the right. Inhale, rise, stretch the spine, take a deep breath, and exhale, turn to the left again. Breathing in, ground your sits bones. And exhaling, turn the heart to the right side. Inhale, stretch it up. And then exhale, turn one more time to the left. With your breath, inhaling up. And exhaling to twist. Just warming up the spine a little bit here. And then reach up your arms one last time. And finally bring your hands down and release. So from here, we are going to transition on to hands and knees. Curl the toes under and take your hands a little bit forward into an active child's pose. So we are going to drop the hips back towards the heels and then lift yourself up, come into cow pose, belly down, and then lift up all the way into downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet, bend one knee, bend the other knee. And then drop the knees again back into cow, so belly down, head up, inhale. And then exhale, go back into your toe stand, child's pose kind of variation. Inhaling back up into cow pose, lift the head, drop the belly, and exhale back into downward facing dog. Drop the knees, inhale, open up the chest, and exhale, go back into this long, strong, active child's pose. Lifting up into cow, inhale, and exhale back into downward facing dog. So just a little flow between down dog and child's pose. Drop the knees, and this time we are going to go back into this child's pose with the toes tucked, and let's stay for a couple of breaths. Breathe into the armpits, into the rib cage. Feel the stretch actively. Stretch your arms forward and spread your fingers. And then you can release the toes and just slide back into a soft, gentle child's pose. The arms release down, head resting, and the toes relax. The next affirmation that I want to offer you is this: I choose to let go of the past and open my heart for happiness and healing. I choose to let go of the past and open my heart for happiness and healing. Let's slide the hands back forward for an heart-opening flow. So back into downward facing dog. And then from here, we are simply going to walk forward to the front of the mat to your hands. Once you arrive here, take a moment to dangle your head. Relax your spine, maybe bend your knees a little bit. And then inhale, elongate your spine, halfway lift, and exhale, fold back down. Inhaling all the way up to standing, reach your arms up, lengthen the spine. And then exhaling, bring your hands to your heart. So we are going to interlace the hands behind the back. Inhale, opening up the chest. And then exhale, fold over your legs, forward. Release the arms and then step the right leg back behind you. Drop the knee. One more time, inhale, reach your arms up. And then as you exhale, bring the hands behind you again. Stretch the knuckles away from you, open the heart, just like the affirmation suggests. And then lower the right hand down and take the left arm up to the sky. You can let the left knee rock a little bit out to the side, and the inner left foot might lift a little bit off the floor. And then bring the hand back down, lift the right leg off the floor and step back into downward facing dog. Dropping the knees, take a cow pose, and then exhale, go back into our toe stretchy child's pose, active child's pose. From here, lower all the way down to the mat, up into a cobra, breathe in, and then exhale all the way back into downward facing dog. One deep breath in down dog, and then left leg up to the sky, stepping the left leg forward, drop the right knee, and then take the left arm up to the sky into a twist. Bring the hand back down, and then take the arms behind you, stretch the knuckles away, open up the chest. Release that, take the arms up to the sky. And then finally hands back down, and we are going to step the right leg forward, drop the chest and drop the head. Inhale all the way up to standing, stretch the arms up to the sky, and exhale, bring the hands back in front of your heart. Again, inhale, reach the arms back behind you, exhale to fold forward. Then release your hands down, and we are going to step the left leg back, drop the knee, and take your arms all the way up. As you breathe out, hands will come down, and we're going to take the twist to the right. So open up that arm, open up the chest, maybe lean a little bit back even. And then hand comes down, and we are going to take the hands behind you, open up the chest, stretch the knuckles away from you. And finally hands down and step back into downward facing dog. Take a deep resting breath here. And then drop the knees, inhale into cow pose. Exhale back into child's pose, toes are bent, arms are active. And then all the way down, lower to the belly, and lift up into cobra pose. Breathe in here. Let's push into the hands, into the toes, into the knees, and go back into downward facing dog. Include a deep breath out through the mouth, maybe even sigh. And then take the right leg up to the sky and step the right leg forward in between your hands. We are going to drop the left knee again and keep on the left hand. Take the right arm up, lean a little bit back, open and spread the chest. And then interlace the fingers behind you, come up a little bit and stretch back the knuckles. Finally taking your arms up, big stretch here, breathe in and then exhale and step the left leg forward, fold over your legs. As you breathe in, come up to standing, stretching your arms up one more time. And then exhale, bring your hands back in front of your chest. Center yourself before we go on to our second round. And then inhale, reach your arms behind you, place the fingers, stretch back, and then fold forward. Allow the hands to rise up over the head and behind you. And then we are going to drop the hands, step the right leg back, drop the right knee, rise up into Anjaneyasana, inhale. And then exhale, hands one more time behind you, cross the other thumb on top, stretch it back. Drop the right hand. And now it's optional whether you just want to take the twist or you can bend your right knee, catch your foot and give yourself a nice thigh stretch. Keep twisting to the left with your chest. It's easier to hold your foot that way. And then release the pose and let's step back into downward facing dog. From here, come forward and down, lower the knees, lower the chest, elbows close to your body as you breathe in into cobra pose. And then slowly move back onto your hands and knees. And find your balance here by placing your hands underneath your shoulders and stretch out your toes. And then let's lift the right leg up, turn to the left with your chest and use your left hand to catch your right foot. Push the foot into your hand, arching your spine, and then slowly and controlled release the pose, bring the knee back down and go back into downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, you're just going to lift up onto your toes and walk forward to the front of the mat. Inhaling, reach up to standing with your arms. And exhale, bring your hands back in front of the chest. Inhale, hands behind you, stretch the knuckles back. And exhale, fold forward. Slowly release the hands and step the left leg back into a lunge. Breathing in, take your arms back up into the sky. And then exhale, hands go behind your back, knuckles stretch back, breathe in here. And then exhale, bring the hands down, keep the left hand on the mat. Decide whether you just want to take the twist or if you want to bend the left knee and catch your foot. Press the foot back into your hand. Open up the chest, keep twisting no matter where you are, with knee bend or not. And then release that. And we are going to go back into downward facing dog. Let's move through a vinyasa. So drop the knees, lower down the chest, and inhale into cobra pose. Choose how high you want to go. For me, as I progress in my practice, I usually go a little bit higher during the class. And then exhale, go back, and again bring the hands under the shoulders, flatten out the toes, the feet behind you. And then begin to lift the left leg up. You're going to twist to the right with the upper body until you can reach the foot. And don't worry, if you can't reach the foot, simply keep the leg lifted without holding the foot. That way you can still work on your balance and challenge yourself. And then release slowly, gracefully. Come back to all fours and lift yourself back up into downward facing dog pose. Let's walk forward to the front of the mat. Drop the head, breathe out. And then as you breathe in slowly with a flat spine, come back up to standing. And exhale, bring your hands back in front of your heart. When you're ready, blink your eyes open and come back to your day. I hope you enjoyed this class. I hope you feel a little bit lighter and a little bit relieved from that emotional baggage. If you enjoyed this class, then please leave a comment, give me a like or a thumbs up. This quick session is part of my Cleanse and Purify program. You can get your hands on the full-length 40-minute class and a couple of other classes around the topic through the link below, depending on whether you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram. So it's going to be above or below. I would love for you to join me in the program. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this class and that you explore a little bit more of my other free resources that I have here on my channel, on my Instagram and my Facebook. I will see you again next week from a beautiful place on Ibiza. Until then, wish you all the best. Have a beautiful week. Namaste.